Bro, why thank you for being the first one to pop in. Because otherwise, I mean, who would appreciate the most that I have this running? So, you recognize that tune? I actually just played, so for whatever reason, when I went to the SoundCloud, it had, it's not here anymore. Seems like it removes things from next up when it plays them or something. I don't know. It was you and someone else, so I guess you did a collaboration. So, don't know why it's not showing anymore, so I could tell you what it was. But what's up, buddy? Twit twat. You good? I'm good. I was gonna not stream, but then I thought I fucking said I tweeted it out. I was gonna stream this weekend, or streams, and then this weekend comes, and I think I am kind of half moving. Hey, Red. So I'm kind of half moving this week, and I'm going to be here a lot less. And there was a big house project that I still have not finished that I wanted to get done this weekend, and it's already past my bedtime, and blah, 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 blah. And I should honestly still be doing that. I could get that done tonight, but I thought, you know what? I may not be full-time streaming anymore, but I still have sponsors who are here every fucking time. I have a commitment to content. Writing the script that I've been writing forever, or the scripts, we'll get to that, doesn't count. That's not creating content. That's not engaging with you guys. I need to do that. So, fuck it. I'm streaming. Alright, tweets out, Discord's out. Alright, all that's good. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know. You know what? Remind me, Rahul. Remind me. I'm sure that if I doubt I said anything that's, wrong or bad or anything. So remind me a bit about the conversation, because I can remember the discussion, but I can't remember exactly how I felt about a certain thing at a certain time, because what if I feel different about it now? So, Robbie, what's up, buddy? I was gonna fucking actually either go to your place, or actually I wanted to go to your place because you keep coming over here. I'm going to have all of those posters ready for you this week, and hopefully you'll be able to jump down or jump up here next weekend, so I can get all those posters to you. So, because I've decided I'm only going to keep a couple of them to put up on the wall, because as you very well know, wall space. So, Red, I thought you'd be here because who buys stuff from ice cream trucks in the morning? So, glad you're here. Fuck, it's hot. I'll be right back. Keep chatting, but Rahul, remind me, man. Put it in chat. That's what I want this stream to be about. This game, I'll talk about it, but it's kind of just a background thing. So, I'm not even going to go to the main screen. That's just, let's chat. So, Rahul, remind me. But I'm just going to go turn the AC down a little bit. Was it really that far back ago that we talked about that? Because, well, I mean, I know that I bring up Horizon Zero Dawn a lot because that was sort of the high point for the channel, and then shortly after that, Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon did well for the channel as well. But then that sort of, it either fell off, or I made the same mistake with it that I did with Horizon. With Horizon, I stopped playing it. Okay, Robbie. Well, feel better. And, yes, we will set something up. Whether it's me coming out to your place or not. It was sometime after... Okay, so with Horizon... I beat the game on Legendary. And but I wanted to try to make it a 100% playthrough. I should have not done that. What I should have done was put that on hold. And then immediately start right back up. Start the game over on Legendary difficulty again. And play it again. Why? Because I don't know if I understood this at the time, but it's definitely something I understand now, and that is what kept people coming back. Excuse me, especially all of the people that were that were watching but didn't say anything because they were just viewers. Was the fact that it was action. It was a fun game to watch someone play. So I should have just kept doing that. And instead what I did was I finished, and then I did the very boring let's finish out this 100% thing by going and finding all of those spots where you could get these memories and these little cutscenes. And my viewership went way down from the day before. The day before was when I had beat the game's story, and I hit 120 viewers on my own, no raids or anything. That was so fucking great that day. And then it just killed because I wasn't doing the action. So I should have just started right back over on Legendary, and I should have milked that thing for as long as I could have. And not only would the channel have been getting bigger for longer, but maybe it would have caught the attention of some people who are thinking, wow, someone is still doing good playing this single-player PvE game with not much to an end game. And that would have helped. That would have helped the channel for longer. So I didn't do that, and that was my mistake. Ghost Recon, I think I did the same thing. I think I got to the end, I beat the guy, and then I stopped playing. I should not have done that. Had I kept playing it, I could have kept the momentum going from that game, continued to grow, and who knows where things would have went with that. Now, at the same time, I can always say something along the lines of, well, I also should have went to Twitch. But hopefully I would have been doing well enough on YouTube to where I wouldn't have thought, well, maybe this will jolt things up. So, I don't know. Maybe that would have been kind of fixed itself. So, but I will always complain about that move to Twitch, because man, was it stupid. That was stupid. I should not have done that. But anyway, let's talk less about that and talk more about future stuff. So, as it comes to... Well, fuck it. Let's talk about the game for a little bit. So this is Crusaders of the Lost Idols. And it's a game that I believe I have... Where you at, Steam? Oh shit. Just opened Blizzard. 1,735 hours on this game. Almost as much as fucking Destiny. So, but at the same time, this is the game. So, yeah, I'm learning from hindsight, but at the same time, those lessons that I've learned don't matter if I don't get back to that point and I'm able to apply what I learned from those lessons. So, We'll see. We will see. This is definitely not a game. This is a background game, and so let me finish explaining that. This is an idle game. You can call it a clicker game, but people don't normally click in clicker games anyway because they just find a fucking auto clicker and put it on. And the devs know this, and they've known it for a long time. There's someone that talked about how they leave the game on, and then not only does it auto click, but it'll reset for them once it gets to a certain point, and it was and they were cool with it because it was another person that was playing their game that was interested, and that was good. That was good. I can say this now because although when this was true when I was first streaming it, now for almost sometime next month will be 2 years. I have not worked for them. I worked on this game. This character right here, Serpent King Draco, and I don't think he's on the field. This character right here, Montana James, I created them. It was for an event that comes by. It's just what I designed in this game is an event that comes around every year. So the events all cycle and come back every year, and they add new characters to them. But anyway, it's a background game. It's a fun game. You leave it on in the background. It runs, and when it gets to a certain point, and you hit that certain point for different reasons, it can be because your DPS is too low. Well, usually that's what gets to the point. Some people are getting to the point right now where they're getting there because they're hitting hard caps in the game because there's a hard DPS cap and hard level cap, and then they reset. But you reset, and what happens when you reset, when you get far enough, is depending on how many levels you've upgraded everyone, and also how far you got, you will get these idols. And when you get idols, the idols themselves provide a bit of a boost. But in addition to that, you then use the idols to spend on talents, and that's what this page is all about. So you can use them to boost your DPS. You can use them to buff your buffs. You can use them to do other smaller things over here. So that's what this game's about. It's an idle game. I got into idle games when I was doing school, when I was working on my degrees, because although this is thankfully not true anymore, I used to have a gaming addiction. You guys might think, well, you're still a fucking gamer, so you couldn't have really fixed it. Yes, I did. There are absolutely different levels of game activity and such. And when I used to be a gaming addict was after I started playing Star Wars. And I did Star Wars for a year before I started school. And I did school for 4 years. I didn't have to. It was a self-paced school. I could have been a hell of a lot better about it, but that's just a story for another time. I was still addicted to gaming. The first 14 months of, just under 14 months of playtime in Star Wars, this was during a time where I wasn't working much. Actually, you know what? I was doing school. I started school and I started playing Star Wars at the same time. What's up, Moss? Welcome back, buddy. So, in the first 14 months, not at the mark, but just because I learned that this was a thing you could do in the game, there was a function in the Old Republic where you could hit /played, and it would tell you how much time you've been logged in on each character, or on that character. So I logged over to all of my characters, and I did /played, and I added it all up, and then I divided that I averaged it out. Yeah, let's relax a little bit. So, this is to let you know what more of an addiction looks like. And for people that have played MMOs, maybe this is not uncommon to them, but this was very uncommon to me. So, after I averaged it out, I had spent for almost 14 months, I averaged over 9 hours a day in that game. And there were other games that had come out that year. I had played them. But that was terrible. And I realized that. And I thought, okay, not just for the sake of school, but for the sake of my life, I need to change that. And the game had a function, and it still does, where it kicks you out if you are inactive after a certain amount of time, depending on your location. If you were in a hostile area or something like that, it would kick you out after 15. If you were on the fleet, it would kick you out after a half hour. I don't know. So I wasn't being inactive. I wasn't being kicked out because I was being inactive. No, I was actively playing the game. Over 9 hours a day, just in that game, for over a year. That was an addiction. So I started to find ways to tackle that, and I was successful. So what happened was, the following February, 12 months later, I did the /played thing again, and I still had my previous numbers, because I used to, back when I was playing games a lot here at the computer, I would sit down and I would I always had pieces of paper, just scraps of shit, and I would write stuff on them. And do I really have 2 characters on a mission? I do. So I had my numbers still, so I was able to do a comparison on the following 12 months. And what that turned out was, in the next 12 months, my overall time went from over 9 hours to about 5.5 hours, and that was because in the previous 12, in that final 12 months at the time, I had dropped my average to about, I think it was 2.5 hours a day in the game, which is still a lot, but I had succeeded. I had fought my problem. Part of it was just realizing I didn't need to be in the game. But a lot of the rest of it had to do with finding an idle game. So, like this. Now, this wasn't the game I found. I found other idle games. But the thing about an idle game is it helped with gaming addiction, because with this, my hands are free. I'm talking to you guys and focusing on you guys. I could have a school paper open right now. I can have legitimate work open right now, like I did when I was working on this game. Anything. I can do other stuff. This game is an idle game. It will play itself. As long as I come in here and do something every, 20 minutes, I do a couple clicks and it runs for longer. That's fine. And so I found a way to play a game without actually playing the game, and it satiated my addiction, because I was able to trick myself. Heard the story and had to comment. That was me with Warcraft. I would play days on hand and not see a problem with it. Exactly. That was. I heard that story with Warcraft players and said I would never play Warcraft because I'm not going to allow that to happen to me. Fuck that. And then it happened to me with Star Wars. I had heard about players in Warcraft because of being in the Air Force. I had heard about people who went over to Korea, and the way that the internet worked in Korea was on base, everyone was in dorms, and you had, the way that they handled internet over there was that you bought time. you would buy, I think it was 90-hour increments of time, and it would expire at the end of the month or some shit like that. And there were people that were coming back and telling me that there were players that would buy 2 of those 90-hour increments of time for the for playing the game every month and spend that much time inside the game. And that comes out to about 9 hours a day. No, it doesn't. That math is terrible. It comes out to a lot of fucking time all the day. Especially since you're over in Korea. Most people were working long hours. So that how I found my way around it was games like this. Because what I felt, the reason why this addiction set in was I was playing a game where it didn't cap the amount of time that you put into it, and you would be progressing. It's different than other games because you go and you play other games, and it... can I set this thing to repeat? Because this is the 4th one. Anyway, I would feel that... excuse me. That if I wasn't accomplishing something, if I wasn't progressing, that my time was being wasted. How dare I waste my time? I don't want to waste my time. So, with an idle game like this, I could be doing something else and still get that feeling that my time is well spent doing the important things of life, and that was progressing in a video game. So idle games help me through that. They help me bring that amount of time that I played every day in Star Wars down. And a lot of that time that I did play in Star Wars, I've kind of found another trick where I was crafting. So I would sit on the fleet, I would buy materials, I would craft, I would sell shit, buy more materials, craft, and it was working on my crafting skills. And that was great because the crafting, you don't do anything, you just have to activate it, wait a certain amount of time, and then it would complete. So that was sort of another way to play and accomplish something without actually playing. You would just play other games that didn't require you to play that long, like Diablo 3. So Robbie had a different way of tackling the issue. I definitely have well over 3,000 hours on Warcraft. It got bad. God, Destiny was bad. I need to check my time on Star Wars. Why not? I'll check my time on Star Wars. No, I can't check my time on Star Wars. I'm not subscribed to it because I don't want to be, because I don't want to give them money on a game I'm not playing. As a preferred player, you can only log into 2 characters max, so I can't log around to all my different characters and hit /played to get that amount of time. But I'm not going to subscribe to them just to find that fucking number. So, you play games to waste time? There you go, Moss. That's the problem, though. When you don't have the time to waste and you're still doing it. That was my problem. So, this wasn't supposed to be Destiny was bad for you, yeah. And then I realized that was the first time that I got pissed off with the game. Was when I realized, yes, there are things to do in Destiny, but they don't fucking matter. That's why I played Diablo 3 ever. The first time I played Diablo 3 was at a time where I realized that my time spent in Destiny 2 Destiny did not matter. Because I could play and hit... I had a... and I talked about this in... this was actually a kind of a multi-video length discussion that Waterboy and I had. But I had this... I got a page protector, and I had printed out a page and put the page inside this page protector and got a black dry erase marker. All of this simply so that I could make sure that I had marked all of the different things to do every day on each character, and then all of the different things to do each week on each character, and I would check them off when I got them done. And then on the next day, I would erase the daily stuff and start over again. And so that in a way was kind of a good tool because it made me realize, what's it playing now? No, don't play this guy named Jester's stuff. Okay, good. You guys are still hearing it. I'm not because my fucking headset is dead. You know what? I'll keep wearing it, so at least it looks cool. So, when I did that sheet and I was going through weeks of doing everything on this sheet, it got to one week where I looked at the sheet and I realized, you know, it doesn't matter that I'm max power. I also don't really have more things, like more guns, more whatever, to show for my time in the game. And that's when I realized that although Destiny gives you things to do, it doesn't give you a reason to do those things. So that was a waste of time. I realized that's just a waste of time. So let me... Nearish, what's up, buddy? I hope you stick around. We're having an interesting discussion. I didn't even think about talking about this topic, but I love it. Let's fill time. So that's why I picked up Diablo, because I thought, wait a minute. If what I want is for there to be some reward for the time that I do put into a game, what game does that? Because Destiny was not. And in my opinion, Destiny 2 is still not even there. Destiny got to a point, but at the same time, you as an individual player, even at the end of the game's lifespan, could get to a point where there wasn't anything more for you. So it would help me cool down if I wasn't wearing this headset, so I'm going to put it up. So I started playing Diablo. And the reason why is that with Diablo, the amount of time that you put into the game always matters for a couple reasons. It'll matter... AJ, Spite, what's up, guys? Where am I now? No, I'm still in Arizona, so my travel is mostly over for a while. It's possible that I will have some travel here in August, but at the end of August through probably for a year, I will not be traveling, most likely. What's up, AJ? Glad you're here. Spiked, since you're being lazy in looking it up. So this is a free game on Steam. The objective is to get far into the game. It's an idle game, and it's a progression game. So you get far in the game. I'm going to max everybody up, and then you hit... Bam, you hit this button to reset the world. And I'll get back to Diablo. I remember my topic, but I should definitely talk about what's on the screen too. So you blow up the world, you've reset, you get all of these idols based on how many levels all of the characters were, how far you got level-wise, and then other bonuses that you have. And then I start again. There are a lot of different things I can do, and I'll show more of that in a second, but that's what this game is. It's a long-term progression growth type game, so more time you put in it, the better. Not really, though. Again, this is an idle game. I can just sit here and I'm going to not do anything. It plays itself, so it's good like that. But I'll get into more details about it later. But I don't know. I feel like this gaming addiction type stuff is an interesting topic, and I'm glad that we have something to talk about. So with Diablo, you have the time where you are progressing, and they've kind of made this a little repetitive with the seasons, in that you can do this over and over again every season, and they try to give you reasons to play every season. They don't, in my opinion, do that great of a job doing so, but whatever. I used to think they did. Now, with them making it better, I think they don't, but that has more to do with... that would be a topic for actually getting into a long term about discussing Diablo. But what is always true about Diablo, whether you are playing Seasons or playing regular, is that with Diablo, even after you get your character or characters up to max level, and you get them into a good gear, and you have your suit ready, I don't know why I called it a suit, but your playset, whatever, you are still rewarded for putting more time into the game, because one, you will always possibly find a piece of gear that you are wearing that is actually better because of the stats. Even if you have a great one, you may find one that's better. So swap it out. Put the gems in it. You got rewarded. Your character got better because you continued to play and got another drop. 2, the Paragon system. The Paragon system in that game is great. It is something that simply rewards you no matter what you are doing. If you are getting experience, it is going toward Paragon. And so, again, your character is better the longer you play. Just flat out. And that was something I very much enjoyed about that system. So that's why I stopped playing Destiny and started playing Diablo, was because that was something that I had been missing. So how did we make that jump? We went from talking about gaming addiction to talking about time wasted playing games, which again was some of the stuff is stuff that we did talk over when we did in the We Talk Over series that we did with Monster Hunter. So, because Monster Hunter is that way too. Monster Hunter is a game with a long grind in the end game. So that was another game that was very easy to talk about that topic during, because we were playing a game where you literally did this. So we were talking about how other games handled it. Where does this rank among these other games? How well does Monster Hunter handle it among these other games? How does it handle it differently compared to this game, So it was, I felt like it was a perfect time to have a discussion about that aspect of gaming, because most of us play those sorts of games where you wonder what is that repeat? Rahul, do you know this about SoundCloud? I want to hit repeat, but I don't want it to repeat the song. I want it to repeat the album. Anyway. So, Monster Hunter was a good game to talk about those. That was a good reason to talk about things like Destiny, Star Wars, Diablo, because we had a game with which had those same sort of time reward systems to discuss. So let's do it. As you guys could possibly tell, if you look at the top right of the screen up here, it shows my mouse in a different place than it is. That's weird. Huh. But you can see what map number I'm on, what stage number I'm on for the game, and I'm breezing through it right now, and that's because of one of the talents. So again, the reason why you play is to get idols. You spend those idols on talents, and it makes you go further. That's the whole game. It's progression. Mindless background progression. That's a good thing. If you can repeat like that on SoundCloud, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Then again, I know that album is not all that you have, but I don't need necessarily everything at the moment. My gaming addiction also came to a stop for the most part because of your spawn. Yeah. With some people that happens, with some people it doesn't. In my opinion, it should. It makes more sense to, I guess. one of the many reasons I won't have one. Not because I would rather be addicted to games. Oh, so there's a topic. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go refill my dew because I'm already feeling the talkiness in my throat. So when I come back, someone remind me, the topic is going to be... man, we had 8 people in here. I'm glad that people want to be here and just talk. The topic is going to be... my current feeling toward my time in games, because that's definitely sort of a channel update talk thing in a way, because it'll be long-winded and interesting, and that's good because I'm trying to fill time here, right? Spite, thank you for checking your green. I don't know why it's not working, because it is on and connected. So hopefully it's just lagging some. Yeah, that's weird. Ooh. By the way, if I could set up a reminder, what I can do... So you, Fussbot is supposed to give you extra... No, I won't. Okay. So Fussbot is supposed to give you a chunk of green when you sponsor. It's supposed to give you green. But what I was just thinking was that, you know what if it, when you donate, I have it set up to give you green, and enough it doesn't, but I should go in and manually do it every month for sponsors. I should set up a monthly reminder, but then I thought, wait, no. Fussbot has a thing where if you are a sponsor, then it will, your chat, when you chat, you get it. Yeah, channel sponsors get 3 times more coins as a bonus. So it's already set up to give you a lot more for being a sponsor, just normally for chat. Spite, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why it's not coming up. You have a lot of coins though. You are at 11,985. And according to Fussbot, you first, after opening Fussbot, but you first chatted on May 3rd. No, he's doing it I would consider the correct way. You first chatted on the 5th of March last year. I don't know what Fussbot's problem is, guys. Connected to YouTube gaming live stream chat, and it is telling me correctly how many viewers I have. I don't know why. Huh. There we go. I had that up so that I could watch it while I was chatting, And now I'm looking at fucking Fuzzbot trying to figure out what's going on. So I lost my focus. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, you guys are doing this, just in case you're interested, I'll tell you how much green you have, but you guys are doing this to try to help me because I'm trying to figure out what the hell, to make sure I always have it up. And I do have it up, but it's not giving you guys... Oh, scusi. Robbie, you is at 13,669. So, let's have a, let's do this. Where are you at? You copy, paste, properties, cancel, rename, make you visible, bring you down to this. Properties. Definitely need to make you center justified. Center justify? You think your connection went to poop for some reason you can't chat? It works from your phone. That is weird. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I like it. Looks clean. And it will remind me of things to discuss. So, streaming schedule. So, in the short term, I want to let you guys know that streaming is going to be, I plan on streaming to be a more common thing, but it's going to be a little different. I'm going to be streaming from not here. I want to make the most out of the time that I am home on the weekends. And how I can do that is stream during the week. Now, I wasn't going to do that before because how during the week is going to work is I'm going to have I'm renting a room. I don't have an apartment. The plan was to get an apartment up there, but the cost was too prohibitive. The cost was going to be more than my fucking mortgage to have an apartment, and that was just ridiculous. I didn't get a job just to turn around and spend most of that money. Well, not most of it, but it defeats the purpose. So, while looking for an apartment, though, I happened to find a room that just was so cheap I had to look into it. And there are many reasons why I did not want to do a room. One of them, many reasons, but one of them was I wouldn't be able to stream because I felt like there would always be too much noise, and I myself did not want to make too much noise. However, when I went and checked out the place, the people who own the house are if they're not grandparents, they're at least of the age for it. And my roommates, the other people that are sharing or not sharing a room, but the other people that have rooms in the house, because it's a big house, they are also old, so they aren't making a ton of noise. They head to their rooms, they work, or they're downstairs watching TV. There's not really going to be that much of a problem there. So I'm going to have to buy a mic. I'm going to have to buy a mic that is not a Blue Yeti, because a Blue Yeti, if I turn the gain up on this thing, holy fuck, even if I don't turn the gain up on this thing, the gain is minimum right now. But if I went and stood in front of my front door, you guys could still hear me. I want a mic more like what Rec is using, where it only picks up what is right here, right in front of the mic, and so I'll start having a mic in my face, and that way it doesn't pick up anything else, and I can talk regular like this. I can talk quieter if I want to, and that'll be good. It will allow me to stream while I'm there. So I will fix the fact that when I'm home, I want to be home, and I can still stream while I'm there, because while I'm there, there are a lot of things I cannot do. I'm not in my own home. I'm in someone's room, and dynamic mics. Okay. I knew there were different kinds of mics, but I didn't know what they were. Compression is the other one, I think. So I knew I was going to have to figure out what this one was and then get the other one. But, so during the week, I'm going to not be home, not be able to do a lot of the things I want to do. So what will I do? Well, I will work on the script, which is going to be the next topic. Yeti's condenser, so I want dynamic. Okay. Thank you, buddy, for your knowledge. So I'll work on the script. I will record footage for the video that the script is going for, because I'm going to need a lot of footage. My current estimate is that the script is going to be fucking over 3 hours. Fuck. So I'm going to break it up into 3 videos. So I need a lot of footage. So my intent on that is to do 2, maybe 3 full playthroughs of games in this that I'm writing about, and that's all. That's going to take a lot of time. And then after that, I have comics. I'm going to finally catch up on comics this year when I was at San Diego Comic-Con, which I might stream about tomorrow, or at least record a video and then probably just throw it up. X's and I. It's probably going to be a recording, and I'll explain why during the recording. But you guys are here. Thank you guys for being here. I'll tell you now. It's probably because you guys are going to ask, if we did this as a stream, you guys would ask a whole bunch of, did you this, and it would probably end up being a lot of no's, and that would be boring. We took pictures of everything that we did. We took pictures of a whole bunch of stuff that was around. Hell, we probably got pictures of things we didn't do already. So instead of just answering no a whole bunch of times, might as well do a video where we can focus on what we did do and put that up, because it'll also allow us to just go straight through. So that's why I think that one would be better as a video. So we were supposed to do that this weekend, but so if I get a dynamic mic and I use it on my laptop, I can stream from there. I can play anything. I have my laptop is powerful enough to stream and play. I will have another monitor with me so that I can have the streaming software and other stuff up in addition to the game on the main screen. And then I have the external capture card that I bought, and that was what allowed me to stream when I was in hotels. And I can still use that. I'm going to bring my PS4 with me. I'm going to likely have the Switch with me so I can have those games. So that'll be great. At least once a week, maybe more. I want to have more consistent schedule with you guys. So I want to stream more because you guys are still supporting me despite the fact that next topic. So that's just what I want to do is that's the intent. Now, maybe I move in and find out that even getting close to a mic and talking like this is still somehow an issue. I don't foresee it being an issue. That's why I'm talking and planning as if it won't be. But maybe I'll just be very bad at controlling my voice level and making it like this. I don't know. If I have to, I don't have to buy a mattress because I'll be essentially staying in their guest room. So that's money I'm saving. I will turn around and spend that money on a mattress and put it in front of my fucking doorway on the inside to help dampen the sound. So I don't know. But that's the intent, is that I'm going to stream up there because I don't have much else to do. While I'm up there, I can stream during the week. I'll just do it on weeknights. Even when I'm working a lot at work, there is going to be a lot of time starting at the end of August where I'm going to be doing 6, 8 or 9 hour days a week. And then that's probably going to continue a lot throughout the rest of the year, or longer, maybe longer days. And then next year, I'm scheduled, starting in January, I am scheduled for 6 10-hour days every week. I am going to do what I can to get some sort of a waiver to work more, because the amount of workload that we're going to have is insane. And I am also pretty sure that I might be the cheapest fucking employee they have in the company. So they're not going to mind paying me overtime. So, and if I'm already working 6 days a week, I'm not going to drive down here on the weekend. So why not work the 7th day too to get this shit done? I mean, that's just my mentality. If I start a project, I want to finish it. I don't stop to take a break. I don't stop to eat lunch. I don't eat lunch anyway, but so what was the next topic going to be? Because I don't remember. Someone remind me. You know, let me see. Transform, edit, copy, paste, reset. I'm going to see if I can fix this things to where I don't have to resize it or redo the font every time or reposition it. But I'm not seeing that. I thought it existed. But in transform, edit transform, is there a button I can press in here? Bounding box type? Stretch to bounds? No. That was not correct. Transform. Nope. That sucks. Anyone remember what my next topic was going to be? All right, Rahul. I see your massage. That's good to hear. Thank you much. So, currently discussing. I guess this kind of relates. So, I was going to transition from gaming addiction to how I feel about to this. But then in the middle, we talked about. I wanted to give you guys an update. So, I don't care. How I feel about games now. So, this might sound weird to you guys, but I guess as a sort of proof, you can look at the fact that this game is on right now, not something else, because I am a streamer. I'm going to use the camera to get my, I am a streamer. I am supposed to be able, to talk and play at the same time, and I do. I have become good at this. It's playing Blythe. It might have went through another song first or something, and I'm sorry if it did, but now it's playing Blythe. That's good. That's another one of your songs. So the instant it's not on one of Rahul's songs, guys, let me know so I can hit play on the reading room again. So, I am not in the mood to play games right now. I haven't been for a while, so that's kind of another reason why streams have been a little bit more sparse than normal. A lot of it has also been in addition to the traveling over the past few months. When I am home, I want to maximize time with her, and then at the same time, when things have come up at the end of May, I had time off, but it was Phoenix Comic Fest, whatever. Yeah, check those links. Make sure they're still good for me. What? Oh, now Fussbot's fucking working. Whatever. Just this past weekend, we went to San Diego Comic-Con, so no streaming. Wasn't even home last weekend. So I'm not in the mood to play games. I am in the mood to write about games, to talk about games. I really want to put a lot of time in to doing not just the script, but the video that the script is going to be for, and that's going to require, unfortunately, playing games for hours, many hours. It'll probably take about 60 to 100 hours of recording to get what I want, and that's just the initial playthroughs. I'm going to end up finding that there's a part in the script where I should probably have footage of this one thing that I don't have footage of. So, it's weird. I am so very interested in games. I have my passion above all else is game design, and yet I have spent so long not caring about playing games. I don't have any game that, maybe it has to do with the games that are out. Maybe it has to do with the fact that nothing has come out recently that has really drawn me. Maybe that'll change with some games that come out. I don't know. There's a game coming out Tuesday. What is it? And I can guarantee you right now, without even remembering what it is, that well, apparently the password was changed on that, and I fucking can't check it on there. Check it on my phone. The game coming out on Tuesday is actually apparently arriving tomorrow. Code of Princess EX for the Switch. I'll probably play it at work just because there's a lot of downtime at work, maybe. But I don't know. Simply because I'm at work. That's actually the reason why I am playing Shining Resonance Refrain. I've been playing. I've actually been playing an RPG again for a while. This one's an action RPG. But it's just, why am I playing it? I don't spend a minute playing it at home unless I'm on the toilet. Shit. You've been here. Have you been here? What's your name? What do I call you? Hello, new person. Do I call you Pikachu because of your icon? What do you want me to call you? Let me know. So, I'm not in the mood to play games because to me it is much more fun to discuss them, to write about them, to come up with new ones that don't exist, and so on. Nick, have you been here? Have we had this? I'm sorry, man. I can't remember those characters. That's right. That's right. Overwatch and then Warframe, and I kind of wanted to go back. Because I'm talking about the previous topic was talking about my streaming schedule. When I am up there streaming, I want to go back and forth between Overwatch and Warframe. So, but that's right. That's what it was. In fact, the timing is going to work out well for. See, too much time fucking in the car is really causing issues with my back. So I can't wait to not have that when I start staying up there. So Overwatch is getting an event. I don't think they've had dates for it, but usually it's been early August. According to the tweet, Hero 28, blah 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 blah. This has led to speculation that last year's Summer Games will be released at the same time as well. That obviously didn't happen, right? Because the 24th is in the past. So yeah, so Summer Games is going to be soon, and so that'll be a good time to play Mercy or Overwatch. Despite the fact that they keep my sexy Mercy thumbnail, I was looking for a thumbnail. The thumbnail that's on here is fucking stupid. Not because it's stupid. I like the logo, but I wanted to have something. I wasn't gonna make up a thumbnail for this game, and despite the fact that I could get full fucking whatever resolution art I want for this game, all I gotta do is send an email, and because they do this stuff in vector, is what they use, so they can have as big as they want. And so when I was thinking of the thumbnail for this video, I thought there are two thumbnails that I would put up. I would put up my sexy Mercy one, or I would put up the Catherine one, because I like hot chicks, whatever. But then I thought, no, I can't do a game one because then they'll think that I'm playing that game. I don't want to mislead people, because I already hate clickbait thumbnails in a way. So I didn't want to have a sexy Mercy or a sexy Catherine and it not be that game. You know what I should do though is if I had a sexy Mercy and a sexy Catherine and sexy other characters, and then just have Hangout stream or some shit in there. That wouldn't be clickbait anymore. You love vector graphics? Me too. I like having whatever size I want of things. So when I do start streaming, Nick, men are all the same? No, some dudes like dudes, and they wouldn't give a shit about Mercy, or maybe they would appreciate the look. I don't know, but I do get what you mean. Men like what they like. They like chicks, they like dudes, or they like something else, moe or whatever, and they want to see those things in thumbnails and stuff. So in that way, yeah. Whatever sexual thing that they like, they will click on it. That's how they wired. It just keeps playing more Heaven stuff, and that's awesome because I don't want to. It's better than cycling through the same 4 songs. I'd rather go through his whole library. That'd be great. So I'm glad that that's what's currently happening. So, it's weird not being in a mood to play games, but I've been in it for so long that I've become used to it. So this script that I'm writing that is now almost 16,000 words, and I still have so much more to go. I love sitting down and putting hours into that thing because I love creating something that I would want to play. Hopefully one day I actually get to fucking do that again. But, and like fully, like make a full game. When I worked on this game, it wasn't like that. I was building a limited time seasonal event inside a game that already existed. So I didn't decide a lot of the things on this game. I would love to make a pass over this game and kind of redo a lot of it. And the fact that it's kind of early access, despite the fact that it's been out for almost 3 years now. I know the developers would love to have the time to go and make a pass on everything themselves, but they don't. And they've got a D&D game right now that they're putting most of their time into. So I haven't talked about it. I only just recently gave it a name. I think it was Project Raider. I think that's it. So Project Raider, spoilers. Yeah, Project Raider. So the script is it's about game design, but you guys will figure it out, once I reveal it. So Thank you, Spite. If I knew how to do the fucking tweet notifications, because I know how Rec does them. In fact, I've been at his place while he's done them, and I did them that way, and they didn't work. The alert would have went up, but thank you, man. Oh. Oh. You guys heard that, right? Ow. There's entertainment for you. Wow. That was a loud one. Wow. Ooh. Okay. Well, I don't have a next topic lined up, and so, ooh, that's a way to fix it. I think I just figured at the end of the fucking, I think I just figured it out. Top left, top center. Yeah. All right, that should work. That should work. Okay. You heard the sound but didn't see? I'm not gonna recreate it. I fucking put the glass up to my mouth and I hit my tooth. Ow. I'm still feeling it like there's something wrong. That's not your song. Get back there. All right. So, I guess what I'll do is I will talk more about this game and then go ahead and call it there. I didn't want this to go too long because I still have a big project in another room that I'm trying to take care of. So, I gotta do it. I'm already, holy fuck, it's 12:30 and I usually wake up at 6 to go to work. And I still have other shit to do. So, yeah, I should probably just end the stream. So, the game is in, as always, the title. If you guys want to check it out, it's a free-to-play game on Steam. So, you can try it, follow the tutorial, and then just enjoy. Let it run in the background. And it'll start off slow. And then as you keep playing and keep doing events and unlocking more Crusaders and unlocking more campaigns and stuff, you will start to really enjoy it. And it's great for running in the background. That's the point. So I keep talking about how I could play this game with no hands, because again, it does play itself. Don't be confused if you're in here and you're trying to do stuff and you can't. I mean, even if you try to click things, they're not necessarily dying quicker, which is less true when you start out the game. You need to click a lot when you start the game, but then you get to the point where you don't really need to do that. You guys can send me messages about it. I'll help you figure out how to get into it. Again, I've put a lot of hours into this game, but I also worked on the game. So I can help you out with anything. I could talk to them about getting codes to give you guys, free jeweled chests or gear or whatever. So I'm sure that they'd still be happy to get more players in. So if you guys got any questions about the game, let me know. But again, it's a game to kind of sit and play in the background. If you want to be active, there is stuff to do. It just usually means things like checking out your talents, crafting items for your different characters, and that's a lot of characters, but there are a lot more. Doing the missions. You always want to be doing missions. You have someone gone doing something. It doesn't matter what. So like this one. This one's for a gear upgrade for a character. So there are missions to do. These are little things to do to get jewels. There are achievements in the game. Challenges are open during the middle of the week. And then they have sale stuff going on. So there is stuff to do. It's just that at some point, you just gotta let your characters beat shit up for a while, and so you get to the next reset. So you gotta, as long as you realize it's that kind of game to start out, you'll be fine. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for engaging in discussion and helping me out with figuring out new things to talk about. But I gotta go. So see you guys hopefully Thursday. We'll see. I have to. Oh, I still need a mic. I need a mic before I can stream. Maybe I'll bring that headset up with me and use that mic to do it and try to talk quietly. I don't know. But I do want to find a good mic to use in the meantime. Use it with the laptop. So, anyway. You too, Spite. Thank you, everybody. And adios.